The hybrid betting method is one of the most popular betting methods used in bag making, and today I am going to show you how to do it right. The color of the lining used in this demonstration is black, so I hope that you can see what I'm trying to show you, that I have no ridge in my lining. Instead, the ridge is in the lining of my zipper pocket, because that is how we turned the bag out. Okay, so there is no ridge in the main lining, not on the sides and not on the bottom, which makes the interior of the bag neat and tidy, and everything sits properly. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let us get this tutorial started. Now this is my bag already turned out via the large opening at the bottom of the lining. Yes, so I did not stitch the bottom of the lining. The lining of this bag is a boxed corner, as a boxed corner. The entire bag has a boxed corner, so I left the lining, the bottom of the lining, open. I did not stitch the bottom and I did not box the corners, and I used that to turn the bag to the right side. I also have an opening at the bottom of my zipper pocket lining. Yes, so what I am going to do is that I am going to pull that lining out, and I am going to put my hands into the lining, pulling the lining of our main panel. All right, so I'm going to pull the bottom of my lining panel out like so, and I am going to place the bottom of the lining right sides touching, just like we would normally do. I am going to place it right sides touching, and I am going to stitch across the bottom, across the entire bottom. Okay, so this method makes it easier for us to turn our bags to the right side via the large opening at the bottom of the lining. This is not a hybrid method where we are turning the entire bag out via the pocket lining. No. Okay, so when I am done stitching, I am going to box my corners. Yes, I am going to place my corners right side touching. I'm going to place the seam at the bottom of the lining and also at the side right sides touching, and I am going to stitch. I am also going to repeat to the other side. If you have not watched the video or the tutorial where I teach you how to box corners right, then please go watch that video. Okay, so my corners are boxed, all done and ready to go, and I am going to tuck that lining back into the zipper pocket, making sure that everything is aligned. Okay, so I'm going to put my hands or put my fingers, or if you have a stiletto, so do so. I'm going to put that into the corners so that the corners are sharp and pointy. After making sure everything is arranged and it sits nice and flat, I am going to tuck that lining back into the main bag. Okay, so this is our line, guys. I know that the camera may not be doing justice because the color of the lining is black, but this is neat and this is beautiful. That is what we are going for. Okay, so I'm going to tuck that back into the bag, and I am going to pull the zipper pocket lining outwards, and in order for us to close that, I am going to fold the lining about half an inch. So according to your seam allowance, you're going to do it according to the seam allowance you added. If it is 3/8 of an inch you added, that is fine. If it is half an inch you added, you fold by that. Okay, so I'm just folding by half an inch. I am going to press, making sure everything is flat. Oh, I forgot to mention that you should make sure that your lining is interfaced. I am using a fabric that is supposed to be interfaced for my lining, but I did not do so for practical purposes. Okay, but if you're using a light fabric for your lining, you want to make sure that it is interfaced. After pressing, I am going to stitch short with 1/8 of an inch seam allowance in order to sew the lining short. And after that is done, I am going to tuck the lining back into the zipper pockets, and that is it. Simple and good to go. I love this method so much because it makes the entire thing neat, right? It makes the lining panel neat, so you don't have that ridge in your lining panel on the sides or at the bottom of the bag, and it makes everything just so neat. Emphasis on neat, because that is what we want to achieve at the end of the day, right? Neat finishing. Now, in case you're wondering what bag I am working on, this is the Jolene drawstring bag. This is a new bag pattern. I am going to leave the link to the pattern in the description box and in the comment section if it is ready as at the time that this video is up. And please let me know in the comment section what other demonstrations you would love to see.